Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm a channeler and a healer. In today's video, we're exploring the topic of what are the smoke and mirrors in my life. And by that we mean, where are you not quite seeing clearly, or where is there a little bit of deception in some form? So this may be coming from you, or it may be coming from others, or it may be coming from your belief system. It may be coming from the world at large. So we're going to explore that today. I have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is the citrine tower, pile 2 is the citrine cluster, and pile 3 is the rose quartz tower. Sorry about the shot, I just couldn't get them all in because they're tall. But I'll have the timestamps in the description box below so you can go directly to your reading, and also they'll be in the video chapters too. I'll see you there. Group 1, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal so I can channel through it, and we're asking the question, what is the smoke and mirrors in your life? Okay, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety with this group. I'd like you to take a deep breath in and out, and again, and out. Okay, now I feel like for some of you, now just bear with me because there might be a few things coming up in this group. So for some of you, I feel like this anxiety is not even yours. It belongs to either the collective or people outside of you. So maybe a friend or someone close to you is going through something really hard at the moment, and they're very anxious, and you've been picking that up. There is a lot of anxiety in the collective at the moment because of world events, so maybe you're picking that up as well. But it's all to do with anxiety here, and for some of you it's not even yours. So what I suggest, if you don't feel like this is yours, or you can't distinguish, it doesn't matter. You can just go through these motions, and if it doesn't ease, then you know that it's inside of you. So what I'm going to suggest is you get outside and plant your feet or your bottom on the ground. Now it doesn't have to be a bare bottom. But bare feet would be good, or leather-based shoes or a towel or something. And point your hands to the ground and just ask that this energy, so ask your guides, ask your angels, ask whoever you normally deal with to help you dump it into the earth, because it's really not yours. Now you may have to do this 2 or 3 times, and it may take up to 10 minutes at a time to do it. Because for some of you, I feel you're really carrying other people's stuff, and it just needs to be offloaded. So then you can have a look at what is yours and what wasn't yours. If you're still a little anxious after doing this for maybe a couple of days in a row, going out 3 times a day, then we need to look at what's going on inside of you here. And I'm hearing the term echoes from the past, which is very common with anxiety. Maybe something has been stirred up recently that's really taking you back to a time in your life where you didn't feel safe. And this can be at any age. Most commonly it's, in the first 7 years of our life, because we're children and we don't always understand what's going on around us in the context that adults do. So maybe there was stuff going on in your childhood where maybe your parents argued a lot, or maybe you moved around a lot and went to different schools a lot, something along those lines. Or, it could be a little bit deeper than that, but you will know probably what it is. And then I want you to sit with where you think that is. So perhaps you can just sit in quiet contemplation and ask to be shown what age this anxiety developed in the first place, and ask for healing to be done around that age, okay? And it may be more than one thing. Maybe you remember last year that you were anxious about something. Maybe go back to last year and ask that a healing be done around that. And then maybe 2 years ago you were really stressed at work and there was a lot of anxiety there. Ask to go back to that time, and you'll eventually start clearing these layers. Because what it's telling you is, I am anxious. But the smoke and mirrors around it is, you're not specifically particularly anxious at this point in time, but these feelings are coming up from the past. So that's the smoke and mirrors in this. Is the anxiety is either not yours or it's from the past, and there's some healing in the past that needs to be done, and you will feel perfectly fine again. So this may have been coming up recently. There's a lot of stuff going on energetically where it is making us feel a little bit unsafe. So, and then what is happening, because that is the trigger from outside, it's triggering a time within you that you remember being unsafe. Now your angels are coming through as a team and telling me you're all safe, okay? So they just want to allay that fear that you're not in immediate danger, okay? So it's not that you're having a premonition, it's not that there's something coming up, it's just echoes from the past, or this, vibration from the past that you're feeling now. And all it is a little signal to say, hey, this is still sitting here. It needs to be healed. But perhaps it's been going on for a little while, and so that signal was getting louder, so you're feeling more anxious at the moment. Okay, that's all I wanted to say in this group here. When you do go through the healing, I think there's a lot of heat around it. I'm feeling very, very hot. So you may get a lot of heat as this healing is happening. So just go with it. It's just the process that's happening. Okay, and you can ask Archangel Raphael to come in to help you with that, and Archangel Michael to help you let go of what is not longer needed. And yeah, go from there. If that's not really working for you, you might want to get some professional help and go and speak to a psychologist or a counsellor and work through some of this with them. Okay, group 1, I hope that was helpful for you. Please give me a thumbs up or write a little comment in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Crystal 2, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystals so I can channel through it. I'm just looking at what the smoke and mirrors is in your life. Okay, I'm feeling that you feel you're stuck in some way and that you haven't got any freedom in something. And what I'm getting here is you're not stuck. You just think you're stuck. So when I picked up the crystal, I heard the term adventure, but it was in the way of you need a little adventure and you need to get out of your comfort zone and go out somewhere else. And go out somewhere else to get a fresh perspective on life. And you will find that whatever you feel stuck in, the answer will come to you. So I feel like there's a real stagnancy, but it's more coming from your own thought processes or your own beliefs. And it may be that you really want to go and do something, but you say, I can't do that until I've done this. So you've put these rules in place for you, and the universe is saying, you don't have to have those rules. So maybe you're waiting on your partner to take some time off work, but they're super, super busy. What they're saying is, you're not stuck. You can go away for the weekend and just have some time to yourself and look at something new somewhere else. So I feel like there's a bit of frustration here. Maybe you feel stuck because of other people rather than yourself. And the universe is saying here that we are put on this planet to be ourselves. And of course, if you've got young children, that's a little different. But you're not here just to serve others. You're here to live your life. So if you can't get away on any sort of holiday or mini break or whatever it happens to be, because you're beholden to all of these people and you have to keep giving to all of these people, that's not living your life. Okay, so you may feel that you're stuck in place. Now, this may be to do with finances too. You may feel that you're stuck financially and you can't get ahead. And they're also bringing me back here to thought processes and beliefs around that, because there is this open doorway ahead of you, but it's almost like you can't see it. The smoke and mirrors is in front of it. So your belief system is stopping you from seeing the open doorway in whatever part of life it happens to be. It may not just be financial. So let's say that you're in a relationship and you and your partner haven't been getting on, but you don't know what to do about it. You've been trying, maybe they haven't, and so you feel stuck in that situation. What I would say to you then is, yes, certainly go away for the weekend, perhaps without them, so that you can get a fresh perspective on how you feel about what's going on. Because there is some thoughts and beliefs there. Maybe you believe you have to rescue them. Maybe they're having a hard time with something. There's certainly something there that's keeping you feeling stuck. And it can be in all walks of life. Maybe everything feels stuck at the moment and you're not moving forward. And you may be feeling, oh, well, it's just not my time, or, you know, maybe that'll happen next year. But the smoke and mirrors is that it's your belief system stopping you and your judgment or perception on the world that's stopping you here. And it can be remedied very, very easily. So if you're not sure what to do about this, maybe you can ask your angels to, you know, help you problem solve it in your dreams. You may get some really vivid dreams, particularly at the moment. Or you may just get an insight. It may just pop into your head. I find that often when I'm in the shower and the water's hitting my head, I find solutions then very easily. And I think it's about the crown chakra being cleansed. So things can pop in there. So you can just try a few things. Maybe do a meditation. If you don't have a meditation practice, that's okay. You can just find something and start working on it until you can get into a deeper state. Or you might write yourself a letter saying, dear me, why can't I see what's going on here? And then write it from the other part of you that can see what's going on. It might be your higher self. It might be your inner child. It might be your subconscious mind. So there's a few ways that you're able to do this. Or you could go and see someone who does energy work, or you can go and see a life coach or something like that. So there is a solution for you here, and it can be a very swift solution. You just have to make the commitment to yourself that you are going to look at things a little bit differently. Okay, Crystal 2, I hope that was helpful for you. Please give me a thumbs up or pop a little heart emoji in the comments box, and I will see you next time. Crystal 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal here. Here we go. Okay, all I'm seeing here is feet running. Okay, I think the smoke and mirrors here is the belief that you have to be busy and that you have to keep going, and you just have to keep going, and you just have to keep going, and you have to keep going. And then I've just got to do this, and I've just got to do that. And what I'm actually seeing, it's like a cartoon character whose feet are running, but they're staying in the same spot. So there's a lot of busyness, but nothing's actually being achieved. And the smoke and mirrors for you as a group is, if I just keep working at it, I'll get where I want. And what they're asking you to do here is pull back and pull back and pull back. So let's just say that you're really wanting a promotion at work, but you keep getting overlooked. And so you're working harder and harder to be recognised for your hard work. But what I'm feeling is that there's something actually going on under the surface within you, perhaps around self-worth. So let's just say you were wanting to have more followers on social media, and so you're working harder, you're putting out more products or more videos or whatever it happens to be, or you want more business. And this productivity isn't doing anything. It's actually stopping you. So the belief underlying it might be, I have to work hard to earn money. There might be something, there's something under here that's your own beliefs that are stopping this. Maybe you had a parent who couldn't sit still and were always busy and task orientated. And so you feel that in order to be successful in life, you have to be busy. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to put any work in, certainly, but you might be able to scale it back. Let's say that you're doing a lot of overtime for your employer, but it's getting you nowhere. What they're saying is pull back. Don't do the overtime. Do what you're paid for, certainly, but don't do the overtime that you're not getting paid for. Because I feel like there's this imbalance between what you're giving out and what you're putting out and what you're receiving. There's a huge gap, a huge divide there. So the suggestion here is to pull back a bit. Well, the advice is to stop running. Stop being so busy. And you may have actually noticed people around you not being as busy, and you think, how do they get away with it? How do they not do anything and they get the promotions when they come up, or they get the business when it happens, but they're doing very little? So I'm just feeling it's almost like a frenetic energy, and it's this frenetic energy that is pushing what you want away. It's like the donkey, the stick and the carrot, The donkey keeps walking towards the carrot, but it's getting, with each step it's still the same distance away. So some of you might not have had a holiday in a long time, and they want you to take a holiday for a start. Start looking after your physical self. Don't overdo everything. Think about, what can I physically, practically do in a day without becoming tired? So they really want you to start doing that. Now, if you've got a young family, that's a little bit difficult, and I understand that. But there may be some other things that you could let go of. Maybe you're volunteering here. Maybe you're doing stuff for the school over there. Maybe you're doing this as well, for other people. And they're the types of things that you could cut down on. Because you need your energy for yourself at the moment. Once you start calling your energy back to you and stop being so busy doing tasks, because I feel like it's not like you're busy doing an artistic pursuit. It's not like you're busy creating something. It's all this left brain thinking, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do that and I have to do that. And maybe you feel that pressure, maybe just to keep your household running, and that's how you get through it. But if there's other people, what I'm being told is, if there's other people in your household, delegate. If you've got young kids, start teaching them how to do simple things like sweeping the kitchen floor, something like that, where it's not always on you. Yes, you can be the delegator, that could be on you, but it doesn't mean you have to do every single little thing. Now, if you feel pressure to do things perfectly, then that's something about yourself that you probably have to have a look at, because not everything in life is nothing in life is perfect. We wouldn't be here if we were perfect. We would be sitting on a cloud in between lives. So first of all, give yourself some grace. Give yourself the time you need to yourself, even if it's just going and having a massage once a week, just so it's time for you where there's no interruptions. I'm being told, look at your phone and turn off notifications as well. And you might not be able to do that all at once. Maybe that would be too shocking for you. Maybe you could do one at a time. And then when you have 5 minutes to spare, you can go in and look at things if you want to, because I feel like there's a real pool of your energy all over the place. Maybe you've got a lot of different things, and maybe you play a lot of different sports and you're dedicated to all of them. Maybe you think this one's not bringing me as much joy as it used to, so I'm going to pull back from that for a season and I'll just concentrate on the other ones. It's about bringing your energy back into yourself, and standing still is what I'm getting, rather than frenetically rushing everything. And I feel like there's real joy to be had in your life, but you can't see it because you're so busy. And this busyness may not even be put on to you by other people. Maybe it's your own self-beliefs about busyness, and I'm a good person if I'm busy. And that would need to be sorted out within you. Crystal 3, thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful for you. And if you'd like to give me a thumbs up or put a little comment in the comments box, that would really help me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.